Hello students, good morning. How are you? Today we will discuss what is potentiometer, give its principle, and how will you use potentiometer to compare the EMF of two cells. First of all, I will tell you what is potentiometer. A potentiometer is a device. A potentiometer is a device which is used to compare the EMF of the two cells without drawing current from it. Thus, we see that a potentiometer is a device which is used to compare the EMF of two cells, EMF of the cells without drawing current from it. Now we will discuss principle of potentiometer. Principle. The principle of potentiometer. Principle of potentiometer. It works on the principle that potential difference across any part of the uniform wire is directly proportional to length of that portion of the wire. Potential difference across any part of the uniform wire is directly proportional to length of that portion of the wire when uniform current flows through it. Now we will discuss comparison of EMF of two cells. Comparison of EMF of two cells. Now we will discuss comparison of EMF of the two cells. For this, let us consider, let E1 and E2, let E1 and E2 are the EMF of two cells, two experimental cells to be compared. The positive terminal of both the cell, the positive terminal of both the cell are connected to point A, which is also the positive terminal of the driving cell. The positive terminal of both the cell are connected to point A, which is also positive terminal of driving cell, whose EMF is E. The EMF of driving cell is E, but we should note that the EMF of driving cell should be greater than the EMF of two experimental cell. That is, we can say EMF E is greater than E1 and E2. EMF E is greater than E1 and E2. Now the measurement is carried out in two ways. The measurement is carried out in two ways. First, close the key K and key K1. Close the key K and key K1. So a constant current flows through the potentiometer wire and cell E1 come into the circuit. First of all, we close the key K and key K1. So cell E1 come into the circuit and slide the jockey along the wire AB and search balancing length corresponding to J1. Slide the jockey along the wire AB and search the balancing length across the jockey J1. If K is the potential gradient, if K is the potential gradient along the wire AB, then at null point, E1 proportional to L1 or E1 is equal to KL1, where K is the potential gradient. Now close the key K2, then cell E2 come into the circuit and slide the jockey along the wire AB and search the balancing length. Now let E2 proportional to, this is my first equation, E2 proportional to L2 or E2 is equal to KL2. This is my second equation. Now divide first by second. Thus E1 upon E2 is equal to KL1 upon KL2, that is L1 upon L2. Thus we see that E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 upon L2. Thus we see that if one of the two cells is a standard cell, of known EMF, then EMF of other cell can easily determined. Hello students, next topic is how potentiometer is used to measure the internal resistance of a cell. In order to determine internal resistance of the cell, whose EMF is E, the experimental setup is shown in the figure. In order to determine internal resistance of a cell whose EMF is E, the experimental setup is shown in the figure. Close the key K1, then constant current flows through the potentiometer wire AB with K2 open, search the balancing length along the wire. Let it be L1. Let balancing length be L1. If K is the potential gradient, then E is equal to KL1. E is equal to KL1, where K is the potential gradient. Now introduce the resistance R from the resistance box and close the key K2. Introduce the resistance R from the resistance box and close the key K2. Now we will find balancing point for terminal potential difference. V of the cell. If L2 is the balancing length, then V is equal to KL2. This is my second equation. Now divide first by second. E upon V is equal to KL1 upon KL2. is L1 upon L2. Thus E upon V is equal to L1 upon L2. This is my third equation. Now if small r is the internal resistance of the cell and current I is flowing through it, then E is equal to I R plus small r, and according to Ohm's law V is equal to I R. Then E by V, then E by V is equal to I R plus small r upon I R. Thus we know from equation third that E upon V is equal to L1 upon L2. Then we will put L1 upon L2 in place of E upon V. Then L1 upon L2 is equal to, this can be written as R upon R plus small r upon capital R. L1 upon L2 is equal to 1 plus small r upon capital R. This can also be written as small r upon capital R is equal to L1 upon L2 minus 1. Small r upon capital R is equal to capital R L1 upon L2 minus 1, or sorry, small r is equal to capital R L1 upon L2 minus 1. We can also write small r is equal to capital R L1 minus L2 upon L2. This is equation for finding internal resistance by use of the potentiometer. Now we will discuss numerical problems. Now we will discuss numerical problem. First question is that, first we will tell you what is potential gradient. Potential gradient. Potential gradient. Rate of change of potential with distance is known as potential gradient. E is equal to minus dV upon dr. E is equal to minus dV upon dr. Its unit is volt per meter. Now numerical, we will discuss numerical. First question is, a cell can be balanced. A cell can be balanced against 110 centimeter. A cell can be balanced against 110 centimeter and 100 centimeter of potentiometer wire. A cell can be balanced against 110 centimeter and 100 centimeter of the potentiometer wire respectively, when in open and when short circuit. When in open and when short circuit through a resistance of 10 ohm. Find internal resistance of the cell. Here we write, a cell can be balanced against 110 centimeter, that is L1 is equal to 110 centimeter and 100 centimeter. L2 is equal to 100 centimeter of potentiometer wire when it is open and when short circuit through a resistance R is equal to 10 ohm. Now we will find internal resistance. We will know the formula of internal resistance. Small r is equal to capital R L1 minus L2 upon L2. Now small r is equal to capital R 10 ohm, L1 110 minus 100 upon 100. Small r is equal to 10 into 10 upon 100. That is small r is equal to 1 ohm. Small r is equal to 1 ohm. Now next question is the EMF of a cell. The EMF of a cell used in main circuit of potentiometer. Used in main circuit of potentiometer should be more than potential difference to be measured. Why? The question is the EMF of a cell used in the main circuit of potentiometer should be more than potential difference to be measured. Why? Across the potentiometer wire, the maximum value of potential difference is equal to EMF of the cell. Across the potentiometer wire, the maximum value of potential difference is known as EMF. If potential difference is to be measured is greater than it, then null point cannot obtained in the potentiometer wire. Now next question, network PQ network. This question is based on Kirchhoff's law. First we draw the diagram and then we will solve it. As I minus I1, this is 5 volt, current is I minus I1, here I current flows through it, this 20 ohm resistance, current is flowing in clockwise direction, this is 60 ohm, here R, E and Q, this is 4 volt, here I1 current goes to it. Now we see the diagram. Network PQRS, network PQRS is made as under PQ has a battery of 4 volt and negligible resistance with positive terminal connected to P. QR has a resistance of 60 ohm. PS has a battery of 5 volt and negligible resistance which positive terminal is connected to P. RS has a resistance of 200 ohm. RS has a resistance of 200 ohm. If a milliammeter of 20 ohm, resistance is connected between P and R. Calculate the reading of millimeter. Now, first of all, I will tell you that this numerical problem is provided in PDF file. So now we will solve this question. First, apply the Kirchhoff's second law to the loop P R Q P. Apply Kirchhoff's second law to loop P R Q P. Here clockwise direction that is 20 I1. 20 I1. Here current become, here I1 current is flowing. This is I current. 20 I1 plus 60 I. 20 I1 plus 60 I is equal to 4 volt, because we are going from negative terminal to positive terminal. That is 20 I1 plus 60 I is equal to 4 volt. Divide by 4 on both sides, that is 5 I1 plus 15 I is equal to 1. This is my first equation. Now apply Kirchhoff's second law to the loop PSRP. PSRP. We will apply Kirchhoff's second law to the loop PSRP. Kirchhoff's second law to loop PSRP. Then we see that 20 I1, here 200 I PSRP. We will apply Kirchhoff's law in PSRP. 200 I minus I1. 200 I minus I1. Now we will go in this direction, but current is flowing in this direction. Then minus 20 I1. Minus 20 I1. Here we going from positive to negative, thus it become minus 5. When we go from negative to positive terminal, EMF will be positive, and when we go from positive to negative terminal, EMF will be negative. Now divide by 5 on both sides, then 40 I minus I1 minus 4 I1 is equal to minus 1. Then 40 I minus 40 I1 minus 4 I1 is equal to minus 1. That is 40 I minus 44 I1 is equal to minus 1. This is my second equation. My first equation is 5 I1 plus 15 I is equal to 1 volt. Second equation is 40 I minus 40 I1 is equal to minus 1 volt. Now we will solve this question. We will solve equation first and second. We can write it 15I plus 5i1 is equal to 1. This can 40i minus 44 i1 is equal to minus 1. We will cancel I, then multiply this equation by 8 and multiply this equation by 3. Then we will get 120i plus 40i 40i1 is equal to 8. Here 120i minus 132i1 is equal to minus 3. Now change the sign, here minus, here plus and here plus, then it cancel, it become 172 I1 is equal to 11, then I1 is equal to 11 upon 172. We will divide 172 by 11, 0.000 approximate 6. Here 8, 6. Now we find approximate 0.064. 0.064 is the answer, is the solution of this problem. Thank you.